Hey guys, Damien here. So I just want to go over some facts with you, some hidden facts that were hidden from me my whole lifetime and hidden from everybody else as well. So I don't feel stupid for not knowing it, and you shouldn't feel stupid for not knowing it either. But that doesn't mean that they're not important because you don't know it. So what if I was to ask you who was the most dangerous terrorist group of our lifetime? If you were to ask Google that, I know what they would not say, the correct answer. The correct answer is an answer you probably never even heard of. It's a three-letter group, and you're probably thinking of the three-letter group that starts with the same with has the same three letters in it. No, this three-letter group is that right there. By the end of 1979, correct me if I'm wrong, but 15,000 is a bigger number than 1,500, is it not? Because by the end of 1979, 1,000 to 1,500 members was roughly what the KKK had. By the end of 1979, these people, those people, had anywhere from 10 to 15,000. All right, well, who had more crimes of arson? These people, the KK, you know what? Or was it these people? It was these people. Okay, who had more crimes of acts of intimidation? These people. What about acts of violence? These people. What about bombings? What about deaths? These people. These people. Throughout the 70s and 80s, the answer is them, the JDL. And you never heard of them. Do your best to really fact check the stuff that I'm saying. Now, the reason why I mention crimes of arson, crimes of intimidation, and acts of violence is because I'd have these arguments with Google, and you can go to my Facebook page, Damien Giadoni, click on photos, click on albums, and click on the album title Jewish Unity / Jewish Bias. You will see on there I have arguments with Google. I won one of them, by the way. Made me feel real good. But I have arguments with Google in terms of why does Google not tell me that that the Jewish Defense League, the JDL, were the worst domestic terrorist group when I ask them who was the worst. And they say, oh, well, based on acts of arson, based on acts of intimidation, based on acts of violence, the KKK were considered more. So I did a Google. I was like, how many acts of arson for the KKK in the 70s? Did the same thing for the JDL. I would do the same thing, acts of violence, acts of intimidation, bombs, deaths, all the categories. JDL was number one in all of them. So I had to ask Google, why is it, Google, when Google knows that JDL has had more, and I list it all, why does Google still mention the KKK? And Google says, well, because of the historical context. It's like, dude, I asked you about the 70s, so take away what happened. You know what I mean? Google will refuse to throw the Jewish people under the bus. Why? Because one thing that I learned that I did not know until my mid-40s are that Jewish people are, that phrase, snitches get stitches, times 10 when it comes to the unity of Jewish people. The unity of Jewish people is so underrated. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. It can actually be both, depending. It could be a bad thing when it comes to not exposing these guys. Okay? Now, I am sorry, but I am not the one who comes up with terms like Muslim. And by the way, I was one of the last people that when you Google that term, I would actually get the definition of it, which is a derogatory Hebrew term that a Jew will call another Jew who, if there's a Jew who goes to a non-Jewish authority to tell on another Jew, they call him a Muslim. And they're just like shunned from the community. This is the type of persecution that Jews get, but they get it from fellow Jews. Okay? So these are facts that I'm saying. These are not opinions, these are facts. Okay? This is not my term. I didn't just wake up one day and think about that situation and say, I'm going to come up with that term. No, I learned that term. Okay? This is not a theory, it's a discovery. Now, I don't want to make these videos too long, but when it comes to the Zionist Jays who believe in the Talmud and the extreme racists, aka these people and the supporter of these people, I'm going to wear that stuff. This stuff right here, this stuff, I'm wearing that. Okay, I'm going to be wearing that. And I'm going to be telling people about that while I wear it. Sometimes I will be my normal self as I am now, but other times I'm going to be into character. I'm a character, and so I'm going to be a character. I'm going to put this stuff on, and I'm going to transform into a combination of the most evil, racist extremist that I've learned about that exist. And when I transform into that and I'm going to tell people when I'm wearing this paraphernalia, when I'm wearing this domestic terrorist merchandise, when I'm wearing it, I'm going to be acting as I'm one of them. And you know what these people are going to have to do? They're going to have to bend over, and they're going to have to take it. No lube. I'm going to give it to you. Every single day, I tell people the truth. And every single day, I'm thinking about how can I make a bigger impact. You see, when you study people, you learn from them, even the evil ones. You don't get to be the only person in American history to create a foreign and domestic terrorist group. Now, I believe somewhere I took the screenshot. I think I did, and I hope I did. But at some point in time, I had the idea to think, man, this guy created 2 terrorist groups. That's got to be pretty rare. I Googled how many people have created more than one terrorist group, and Google came back with 5 names. And one of those names was Osama bin Laden. But Osama, along with 3 other people, they only created multiple foreign terrorist organizations. Only one man on the list created a foreign and domestic terrorist organization, and that man is Meir Kahane, who created the JDL, the Jewish Defense League in America, and he created Kach, spelled K-A-C-H, in Israel, which is a political group. That's their sign right there, okay? The Jewish Star of David and the fist, the clenched fist going through it. Now, I'm going to be telling you guys a lot more facts. I can't make these videos too long because you guys have a short attention span, and you guys have to have like great quality video and editing, the shit that I don't have. All I have is facts, but they are very good facts, very interesting facts, and they're going to be facts that piss these people off when I tell more people about it. And you know what they're going to have to do, right? They're going to have to bend over, and they're going to have to take it. No lube. They deserve it because they're extreme racists. If you can't buy Nazi merch, if you can't buy KKK merch, if you can't buy skinhead merch, if you can't buy Aryan Brotherhood merch, why can you buy JDL merch? You want to know why? This right here. That is why. That's why. That country has infiltrated our government. Ladies and gentlemen, Itamar Ben-Gvir, the current Prime Minister of Security for Israel, was a member of this group, of Kach, the foreign terrorist group. He was a youth leader. The current ambassador to America from Israel, his name is Yeshiel Leiter, Y-E-C-H-I-E-L, space L-E-I-T-E-R. Google was Yeshiel Leiter, a member of the JDL. Google was Yeshiel Leiter, a member of Kach. I am telling you, yes, you are hearing it from me. This is not a conspiracy theory, okay? This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a discovery. You understand the difference? This shit's hidden. This is major stuff because everyone should know about this and nobody does. Yes, I am telling you, the current active Israel ambassador to America, Yeshiel Leiter, was a member of not 1, but 2 terrorist groups. Do you think maybe someone should ask him about his views on the Talmud, about his views on extreme racism, about his views on Jewish supremacy? I think it's a very relevant question to ask. Don't you think so? So yeah, I'm going to be asking the questions they don't want me to ask. And you know what they're going to have to do, right? They're going to have to bend over. And they're going to have to take it. No lube. Stay tuned for my next video of chastising these pricks.